Hey guys, so today I just wanted to jump in here and make a quick video on Fusion Strike booster boxes. As we've seen over the past couple months, these things have absolutely exploded. Going back to the start of the year, we were looking at about, basically MSRP, and now we're at, $215 with confirmed sales in the 230s. Absolutely insane. But I wanted to make a video to talk about whether I think Fusion Strike is a good investment based on its current price. Now, if you're already into Fusion Strike, obviously it's going to be a good investment for you long term. But if you don't have any booster boxes or anything like that, and you're thinking about picking up Fusion Strike, or you're considering getting more Fusion Strike, watch this video. We're going to talk about this box in relation to Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars, and why I think you can put your money into better places than Fusion Strike based on its current price. So just to start, obviously, the reason it's exploded in price is because it's out of stock on the Pokemon Center. We all are aware of that. And just to do a quick look at the cards here, obviously we have the Gengar VMAX, the Espeon VMAX, and then the Mew VMAX are the big three hitters. But then you also have the, Mew VMAX Secret, the Mew V Alt Art, you have the Celebi Alt Art, etc. So you have a few cards in here. And then we're just going to take a quick look here at Brilliant Stars. If you don't know the set, obviously you have the Charizard V, the Rainbow Charizard, Ultra Ball's up there for some reason. Arceus, you have the Umbreon, Sylveon V and V Maxes, Mimikyu, Charizard Full Art, etc. And then Lost Origin, we have the Giratina V, which is at $278 now. Insane. Aerodactyl's pushing 90. Rotom, couple Pikachu trainer galleries, and then, Galarian Berserker down there, and some other cards. But basically, what I wanted to talk about is which one I think is going to do the best long term. And, the short answer I'm going to give you guys straight up is I don't know. But what I do know is that these sets are all fairly close, and I think they're all going to do quite well and pretty similarly in the long run. And I'm going to explain why and give you a few reasons for you to think of on your own as to which one you think is going to be the best. So, the first thing is looking at the top chase card. Now, obviously, the top chase card out of these three sets, Giratina, $278. Fusion Strike's pretty close at $211 for the Gengar. And then, obviously, the Charizard's only $120. Charizard Fatigue, everyone's got a Charizard. Every single set has a Charizard. So when we look at the top chase card, I would give it to Lost Origin. When we look at the top chase cards, obviously we have the Giratina and an Aerodactyl V, both around 100. Well, the Aerodactyl's around 100. The Giratina is almost close to $300. When we look at Fusion Strike, you have the Gengar at 211, you have the Espeon at 130, and then you have the Mew at 60. So still pretty good chase cards there. And then Brilliant Stars, you have the Charizard V at 120, and then the Rainbow Charizard's already dropped to 50, and then the Ultra Ball is the third most expensive at $28. So when we look at top chase cards, it's pretty close, but I would give it to Fusion Strike. The top card, obviously Lost Origin, but when we're looking at the top 2 or 3 cards, definitely Fusion Strike wins out here. And this is important because, when we think about the future and people that are going to be opening sets, is someone really gonna just want to chase one card, or would they rather, if these boxes are $400 or $500, is someone gonna want to buy a box and really only have one massive chase card to go after, or are they gonna want, a couple? Are they gonna want to chase the Gengar, the Espeon, and the Mew at the same time and be happy if they hit any of them? So again, that's something to consider as well. I'm not gonna give my opinion yet on that, but you can think about that as well. And then the other things we're going to look at is just some depth. So when we look at Lost Origin and count cards over $20, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards currently over $20 in Lost Origin. Fusion Strike, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5 rather, 6 cards over $20. And then Brilliant Stars, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards over $20. So again, the top echelon depth, you kind of have to give it to Fusion Strike again, but that's not, 5 versus 6, not a big deal. And obviously this is all based on Mew, so if you're not a huge Mew fan, understandable. You have the Pikachus in Lost Origin, Aerodactyl, you have a bit more variety. Same thing with Brilliant Stars, you have the Arceus, you have an Umbreon, and then you have a couple Charizards and an Ultra Ball if that's interesting to you. But one more thing I want to touch on is cards between $20 and $10, $10 and $20 essentially. So when we look at Lost Origin, we have one, two, three, four cards between $10 and $20. And honestly, one of them is the Giratina V-Star, which I don't even know, depending on what happens after rotation, if that's even going to be above $10. But we'll just say four cards between $10 and $20 for Lost Origin. Brilliant Stars. This is definitely where it shines. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay with me, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards between $10 and $20. And then Fusion Strike, cards between $10 and $20. We have 1, 2, 3 cards. So the top echelon depth, obviously, we give to Fusion Strike over $20. And then between $10 and $20, we give it to Brilliant Stars. By far beating out Fusion Strike and Lost Origin. So there's a few factors we got to consider when we're discussing which set we want to pick up. You know, do we value the top chase card the most? Do we value the top few chase cards? Do we value the top 5 or 6 cards? Or do we value depth more than that, like the top 15 to 20 cards? So a lot of that's going to be your own ideology and what you think people are going to value in the future. Personally, I think it's going to be somewhere between having a top chase card and also having some depth. And that's why I think personally, I wouldn't be surprised if Lost Origin does the best out of all 3 of these sets long term. And when I mean long term, I mean 5-10 years down the road. Just because it's got some really cool trainer galleries, but it also has the Aerodactyl, the Rotom, the Berserker. So you have cards more than just, the top 3 in this set. Like really outside the Gengar, Espeon, and, even the Muse. Cool, but, does everyone want 3 different Mews from a set? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I think it's going to be close. So it really doesn't matter if you go with Fusion Strike, if you go with Brilliant Stars, or if you go with Lost Origin. You're going to do quite similarly long term, I personally believe. Obviously, I think, factors like how much supply out there is going to play an important role in that. And I think Lost Origin had a massive reprint, Brilliant Stars had a massive reprint. Fusion Strike got reprinted as well, but it's an older set, so maybe we're just seeing that there's not as much out there because it is much older, and 3-4 years down the line when Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars have time to age, it might be a bit different. But yeah, what I'm trying to get at is they're all going to do quite well long term. So with that in mind, why would you want to pick up Fusion Strike when it's over $213 right now, when you can pick up Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars at MSRP on the Pokemon Center still? To me, it doesn't make sense to get into Fusion Strike at this point. Now, if you could have got in at the start of January towards MSRP, we would be having a completely different conversation. But right now, because it's over $210 and there's confirmed sales at $230, like $235 US is $320 Canadian. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean, I would personally just be putting my money into Brilliant Stars and Lost Origin, which I have done. By the way, full disclosure, I think I have like 55 booster boxes of Brilliant Stars and maybe 31 of Lost Origin. And then I have booster bundles for Lost Origin as well. So yeah, I mean, if you haven't got in already, definitely, obviously it sucks to miss out on Fusion Strike. But again, if you missed out on Chilean Rain, if you missed out on Fusion Strike, these are the next ones up. Brilliant Stars, Lost Origin, there you go. You can even consider getting some Astral Radiance or Silver Tempest, but I don't think those are going to do as well long term. So yeah, Brilliant Stars, Lost Origin, if you haven't got in, put your money there. And guys, I mean, like, that, just to give some credence to the TCG, $235, that's a bit high, but when you go to eBay, the lowest one in Canadian is $260 plus $18 shipping. So, after you pay 12% tax on that, that's what, $280, and then on top, you're basically looking at, pretty close to $220 US around there. So, it is a bit cheaper on eBay still, but just insane prices. It does suck if you miss the boat, but it is what it is. If you still want to invest in Fusion Strike, you still have options. This 3-pack blister with the Espeon promo card is definitely a good shout. And the reason I say this is this promo card, the Espeon right here, is actually going for, I believe, like close to $200 in a PSA 10. So definitely better than getting the one with Eevee. But also it's a decent price. You can also consider getting, Elite Trainer boxes, the PC Center Elite Trainer boxes. $50 for 10 packs, $5 a pack. That comes out to what, $180 for a booster box if you multiply by 36, and we're at 210. So you can definitely get packs under market price still. You could also get sleeve boosters, and again, these are things you can find probably from LGSs or other online retailers for cheaper than you could still find on the Pokemon Center, outside of maybe these 3-pack blisters. And just to end this video, full disclosure, I do have my collection up here. So we have Fusion Strike, 28 boxes, 55 of Brilliant Stars, and 31 of Lost Origin, with 25 booster bundles for Lost Origin as well. So that's just me being transparent. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to share your comments about this down below in the comment section, go for it. I'd be really interested to see if some of you guys think it's still worth picking up Fusion Strike at 210. Personally, no, but teach their own. With that said, thanks for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.